I just want to start this video off by saying I love the school that I go to. It is amazing. Love being a black cat. However, when I first moved here, it was not a very warm welcome, to say the least. So let's talk about it. So I have gone to the school since the last 3.5 weeks of my 7th grade year. And why, you asked, that I would switch schools for the last 3.5 weeks? Well, that's because my parents were like, well, we want her to have friends out here, make some friends to hang out with over the summer. Not a single friend was made to hang out with over the summer. Which, who do they even think I am? I am not good at making friends. I do not make friends very easily, and it takes me 4 months tops to make a single friend. But the fact that the kids at this school were just itching for drama when I first moved did not help at all. When I first came to this school, like I said, it was the end of my 7th grade year. I was in my little streetwear phase, okay? I'm talking hoodie, beanie, baggy, cargo pants, Jordan type streetwear. And all I would listen to was R&B and 90s rap. Me and my friends thought it was really, really freaking cool to tag things and climb on store building roofs and things like that. And I also would skate. I was never good, ever. But I did skate, so I think that kind of makes the whole image come together in your head. Okay, keep in mind, I have never smoked weed, I have never hit a cart, I've never hit a vape, I've never smoked a cigarette, I've never done any of that, but for some reason when I first moved here, everyone pinpointed me as a druggie. And I guess it kind of makes sense based on my style or whatever, but y'all, what the heck? And I also didn't take my AirPods out, which that was kind of the norm for me. All my 7th grade year, I did not take my AirPods out. And I guess when I first moved here, me never take my AirPods out translated to druggy for some reason. I don't know how those correlate, but they did. And I never talked to anybody, so. But on my first day, I came into my first hour, and it was either careers or geography. I don't know. They're taught by the same person. So, yeah. And I go in, and she's like, what's your name? And she, looks down at the paper, and she was like, do you have a nickname? I did not have a nickname. My name is McKaylee, okay? And I guess it just looks funky or whatever. And that's the story of how I got the nickname Kay, and that's what everybody knows me by here. And then there was another Kay in that class, and she decided to sit us at the same table right next to each other. Now, Kay had, the same haircut that she has now, and it was bright blue. Not bright blue. It was very vibrantly blue. But, I mean, if you could have seen what I was wearing, I don't judge. I don't freaking judge. Actually, I might have a picture. Hold on. I was wearing this with the baggy-ass cargo pants, and this is a two-pockety, by the way. So that's what I was wearing. So I don't judge. Yeah. And I was like, are you emo? And she goes, no. And I said, oh, are you seen? And then I only know this because she told me about it. I actually don't even remember having this conversation with her, but she said her eyes lit up and she knew we were gonna be friends. Because apparently nobody at her school knew what scene was, but I did. Because I like no fashion and stuff. But, so yeah. And then we just kind of had that class together and talked or whatever. And I remember that day at lunch, I sat by myself. Because the thing was, I chose to sit by myself though. Because there was 3 girls, all in different little groups, that wanted me to sit with them. And I knew it was only because my soon-to-be cheer coach told them to be nice to me and invite me or whatever. I didn't want it. I was resenting the move a lot, and I didn't want to be a pity friend. Okay, fast forward to day 2. This is when things actually go downhill. So day goes by, yada yada yada. We get to lunch. Okay. Now I have been upset all day because my friends are planning they're planning to like skip class at this hour and like come back this hour and do this, and I wasn't there because I moved, and so I was really sad, and I like was low-key like about to cry or whatever. So during lunch I was like, I'm not going, I just have to hold it in until lunch, and then I'll go and like let it out in the bathroom, you know, as any normal person would do. So I have my mind set, like I have myself on a timer ready, whatever, to, okay, I'm gonna be able to cry at lunch. Just have to hold it in until lunch. Well, lunch rolls around and I decide, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I said, can I go to the bathroom? And they were like, yeah, sure, because you have to like ask at this school. I don't know, it's freaking weird. And so I go, and then I'm just like chilling, like minding my own freaking business. And then this lady, I walk out because I'm like, okay, like I'm done. I'm just gonna like wander the halls because I don't want to go back to the lunchroom. This freaking lady, and I think she was the counselor, I don't know, she only worked there for the end of my 7th grade year. She found me. She was searching. She found me and she was like, I don't know what you think you're doing. And like, I was just like, because at my old school, you could do whatever you wanted during lunch. Like, if I wanted to go chill in the library during lunch, I could. If I wanted to wander the halls during lunch, I could. Like, I was confused. And then she gave me a whole lecture about how, like, I don't know how they did things at your old school, but at this school, we need to know where you are at all times, and you told me you were going to use the bathroom. And I was just like, what is this girl's deal? So then I go back, and she, like, brings me back to the freaking lunchroom, and my eyes are all puffy from crying, and they're all, like, bloodshot and red, because I was, like, bawling my freaking eyes out, for real. So imagine this, okay? The new kid just gets walked into lunch after skipping lunch with the counselor, holding her arm, and because she was like, I guess it was in a friendly way, but honestly it just seemed, you know, and my eyes are all puffy and bloodshot. What does that look like? And then to make it even worse, I decided I'm not taking this. So I just got up and she was like, where are you going? And I was like, I'm just gonna go. Like, I literally just, I'm just gonna go. And then the principal was like, you can just go to my office if you want. And I know it meant well by saying like, oh, you can just like chill in my office. But like, that's not how everybody took it. And then there was a super duper nice lady at the front desk, and she just let me sit in there for a bit, and she was just like talking to me or whatever. And she was like, yeah, like, I stayed at one school my whole career, and just was really sweet, and let me sit in there with her and whatevs. And yeah, so I didn't even go back to class after. But in my mind, I'm not thinking anybody is going to think, oh my god, she was smoking in the bathroom. I wouldn't think people would think that way, because I don't think that way. I would literally just think, oh, the new kid skipped lunch to cry. And I actually have pictures of that. Oh, you want to see? This is wild. And then the teacher whose class I was supposed to go back to, my soon-to-be cheer coach, I guess she saw that I was upset. Like, she knew, oh, she's upset. Because obviously she's not thinking, oh, this girl's smoking in the bathroom. The kids are just itching for drama. God. And so she sent some people up there to, like, talk to me. Like, you know, whatever. And it was oh, wait, and I actually don't know if I can say her name. It was my soon-to-be track buddy, cheer buddy, and basketball buddy. And she was, I don't know, she was just yapping, I guess. I don't really remember what she was saying to me. But I do remember that I was like, I hate this school. I didn't clap, but I was, you know, I hate this school. I hate you. I hate everyone here. Everyone is a loser and sucks. Like, something along the lines of that. I definitely said that I hate the school and I hate her, and everybody that goes there is a loser. She still holds it over my head to this day. Like, eventually, during my 8th grade year, I guess, people saw, oh, she's actually a straight A student who is involved in school, and, like, we actually know her now. She's, like, not, like, a druggie. She just, like, listens to music. And that was my experience at my new school when I first moved here. I hope that you enjoyed the story as much as I hated the experience.